Nick. I don't know what to say. I mean, the popular channel that went from being one of the most iconic TV channels for kids, already went from being one of the best channels for kids to being one of the worst channels for kids. And Nickelodeon, I think it's better if you sit down with me, you talk about your problems and how you are definitely being screwed throughout the years. First off, Nickelodeon decline already happened back in 2009. It happened back in 2009, where it had a lot of bad programming, and this is where Fanboy Chum Chum came to premiere. And while I don't really like Fanboy Chum Chum nowadays, in fact I started to go on this game towards, I don't think that's a show that killed Nickelodeon, because there's worse programming out there than this. But Fanboy Chum Chum was critically panned by critics and audiences when it first came out. And that's the point where the cartoons nowadays are just bland. So, I mean, we got tolerable shows like Robot Monster, Tough Puppy, and hell, even great programming like The Loud House, Harvey Beaks. Even Nickelodeon's great programming started to become Nickelodeon's victims of death. So yeah. Not to mention that Nickelodeon also has another problem when it comes to their scheduling. Nickelodeon milks their sitcoms. Sitcoms nowadays aren't anything to write home about. I mean, compared to the classic sitcoms from Drake and Josh, Net's Declassifier School Guy, iCarly, those are classics to look back on, and that's how Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon was doing great with their sitcoms. But now, Cartoon Network sitcoms just suck now. I mean, we got Henry Danger, Game Shakers, Thundermans, Nicky Ricky Dicky at Dawn, School of Rock, which all thankfully canceled, thank God. But then there are worse ones out there, like Tyler Perry's on Dylan's Side Hustle, Unfiltered, and a lot of sitcoms that I just don't like. And when you have so many sitcoms, that's gonna steer away viewership. Viewers don't come to see sitcoms, they're here for cartoons. So when they just see some sitcom playing, they'll turn off. And and not to mention that a lot of the cartoons nowadays are just terrible. Fairly Odd Parents probably may be the big example here. Gone Downhill in season 9, which introduces the new characters who are pointless and annoying, and it's Flash animation, which I kind of like the Flash animation, but I honestly prefer the old animation of the show. SpongeBob, honestly, SpongeBob started improving where Nickelodeon started to suck, but God, season 6 to 8 were just terrible. And yeah, it was just bad. I mean, The Loud House and Harvey Beaks kind of saved Nickelodeon from its hell, but even they have their problems. Loud House, one example, season 1's bad episodes were really god awful. From The Greenhouse, Food for Consequences, at the 4 times Loud House, Making the Case, those episodes were just pretty crap. Harvey Beaks, I'll talk about Harvey Beaks a little more later in this list. So yeah. Oh, and when I'm talking about Harvey Beaks, I think we should just get to it now. I don't want to wait till later. So, another problem with Nickelodeon is that they don't treat their newer shows with respect. How do I know this? Well, if you look at some of their newer shows, most of them don't even pass 50 episodes. And that's because Nickelodeon just treats it like crap. It's like whenever, like, take Harvey Beaks, a show with a lot of heartwarming moments and likable characters. Treat it so horribly from Nick that Pygon Rules even made a video talking about how Nickelodeon screwed Harvey Beaks that much. Even during its premiere, even throughout its run, he claimed that it aired over 38.5 hours throughout its entire run. Nick, what? You need like, you need to treat that show with respect. It's your new show. I mean, yes, you have Wild House, you have SpongeBob, you have Fairly Odd Parents, but you can air that show. You're gonna air those shows at any time. At least give the Harvey Beaks a chance. And that problem doesn't. And also, when it came to shows like Harvey Beaks and Welcome to the Wing, they were like legit kicked to Nicktoons. Nickelodeon, you should know that Nicktoons isn't available throughout their entire for most cable providers. So if we're gonna end the show, end it in a proper finale, and don't have it kicked to Nicktoons. And that's what happened to mini shows. Harvey Beaks, like, kicked to Nicktoons in 2017 or 2016. I don't know what year it got kicked. Welcome to the Wayne, Rise of TMT. It's Pony recently just got kicked to Nicktoons. Hell, even the Fairly Odd Parents fell for its trap. Season 10, first aired on Nickelodeon, then it was kicked to Nicktoons. Yeah. And also, a lot of I don't see them air new episodes of most of their newer shows. That's also a problem. Nick, listen here. If you're gonna make a new show, but you're not gonna put that, you're not gonna care for it that much, then don't make it. And as simple as that. And at least you'll save, and at least there will be less shows with less episodes than like shows like Rise of the TMT or Night Squad, or those shows that you just barely kick to the curve. And it just shows how Nickelodeon just sucks now. Their programming is crap. Their new shows are crap. And I want to get one thing out of the way. So, I think you already know that Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, he passed away back in November of 2018. And a lot of people said that he was against spin-offs. And guess what Nickelodeon does? Pulled 2 spin-offs, which aren't that good. Camp Coral was just too childish, and just outright annoying. And the Patrick Star Show is too weird, and doesn't take itself seriously. And that's another problem thing I want to talk about, Nick. A lot of their shows are trying to be wacky and fun. Like, take Disney Channel and Cartoon Network shows. Yes, they have wacky and funny humor, but they also have serious moments that make them stand out with Nick. Nick doesn't have that. It just feels like if they can be like cartoony, they can keep the kids entertained. That's not how it works. When you make a show too weird, it's gonna drive kids away. It's gonna drive your fans away. They want to see shows with actual depth, not just random and funny humor all over the freaking place. And like I said, now let me go back to the whole Steven Hillenburg thing. I mean, Nick, you know that Steven Hillenburg was against spin-offs, and you decide to pull 2 spin-offs. That's just very scummy of you, Nick. And while I don't think these spin-offs are disrespectful to Hillenburg, although some people I can agree, understand why. it's still a scum enough for Nickelodeon to just do stuff like that. So yeah, that's my rant on Nick nowadays. This channel, I will still tune into some of the episodes. I've been getting into some shows like season 5 of the Loud House may have some decent episodes, despite the fact the show is already sucking nowadays. SpongeBob, I mean, a lot of the new episodes this SpongeBob nowadays are just bland, nothing interesting. They're not terrible. I mean, the last bad episode of the series was like Ink Lemonades. And that's it. I mean, the Casa Grandes was nothing good. I mean, it has some good episodes, but a lot of the episodes are just bland. It kind of just feel like the Loud House. And yeah. So Nick, you gotta improve yourself. Put more depth in your animated series. Stop focusing on the crappy sitcoms. Treat your shows with respect, and if you're not, don't make them at all. And one more thing, stop kicking your anime shows to Nicktoons. So yeah, that's my brand for Nickelodeon. Yeah, I just basically tore everything that's wrong with Nickelodeon in this 11-minute video. It's probably gonna be 12 if I keep filming. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. We're almost to 800 videos. We're almost close to 800 subscribers. And we're super close to 10,000 subscribers, so please get us there.